there, it's T1naBa1ley, and I've noticed that my reverberification thingy doesn't show anymore. It hasn't been showing for a while now, and I just noticed it. Like I just noticed that it hasn't been showing for a while now. But yeah, I've just been talking anyway. I've just been speaking anyhow. So, yay. All right. So, I got a couple of updates. Um, I'm reading Blood Slaves by Marcus Redman. Redman? Raymond? Raymond? Raymond. Raymond? I I heard it pronounced something similar to that. Oh my goodness. This book sounds like a movie. Oh my goodness. I looked it up to see if it was a movie. Um, it's not a movie though. Upon my uh, search. Um, so I don't. It didn't show up that it was a movie in my search. Oh, the book though. The book. These authors be writing in detailed clarity. I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. Also, I would like to give a shout out to the narrators. I wanted to give a shout out to the narrator for the previous book that I read as well. Um, the book is titled Bones at the Crossroads. Um, I'll probably do another live stream and mention both of these narrators' names because they are bringing it. They are bringing it with these narrations. Like, read to me. Like, they got me singing like a new song. Like, I'm like, read to me, daddy. Oh my goodness. I was hearing that song by Nelly, Smile. Wait, is it yeah, Nelly and Powerwall and that grill song. So yeah, I just uh, swatched out Smile for Read because these narrators are reading to me. I'm telling you. Woo. Oh my goodness, this book. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness, this book. And I'm trying to think if I've read it before. I looked up the date. I looked up the book, and it says it was. It has like a 2025 year on it. So I'm trying to think. I was like, huh, did I read this? Like, um, is this a story in a different in another book? I'm thinking. I might have read it if it was like in another book of a book of collections, a book of story collections of stories. Then I might have read this already, but yeah. Either way, I'm reading it now, and oh my goodness, and it seems like it's a movie, but oh my goodness, the details. And okay, so I was trying to read it in one sitting. I stopped it a few times. I read about 4 hours worth. Well, at first I read about an hour worth, and then I read about 4 hours worth, and then I like took a break, and I was crocheting while I was reading the book, listening to the book, and then I kept reading, and I read about 6 hours worth of it. And then I kept reading, and I done read about 8 hours worth, and now I'm up to like 9 hours worth in this book. And the book is like 11 hours long. I think it said 11 hours and 9 minutes. And I'm like 9 hours into the book. So I got about 2 hours to go, give or take. Mostly, yeah, yeah, 2 hours to an hour and some minutes or something like that. But yeah, 2 hours, 2 hours to go. Oh my goodness, um, what is finna? No, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what is about to go down in these last 2 hours of this book? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to keep reading and see. But I had to take a break because I was falling asleep. Lord have mercy. While I was reading. So I had to rewind it a few times and pause it. But yeah, I might finish that book today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this book brought out the tears. All the other books I had done been reading, and I was telling you guys, like, I felt like crying. I felt like crying, but I held it back, held it back, held it back. This book, it wasn't no holding it back. Them tears was popping. Oh my goodness, I cried. Now, the last time I cried in this book, I did try and hold it back, but like I said, like I closed my eyes, I squeezed my eyes closed. The tears was coming, I squeezed my eyes closed, they were popping. The tears were popping out. I could not hold it back. Oh my goodness. I kept reading though. I kept reading, and yeah. But yeah, my the first time I cried in this book was like the longest cry, and I just was like, ah, oh my goodness. I had to tell somebody, the person that recommended this book, I messaged them and I told them what had happened, and well, not what had happened in the book, but I told them I like gave a pinpoint of where I was in the book, where I had started crying at, and yeah, and they replied back, and I just was like, I don't know if they cried or not. They didn't share that with me. That's I guess that's that's none of my business. I'm just sharing how I felt about it because I'm like, dang, you recommended this book to me, and now I'm crying. But you ain't know I was gonna cry, and I ain't know I was gonna cry, but I'm crying. So I felt like I had to tell you. I ain't say all that, but that's how I was feeling though. Oh my goodness. This seems. Hold on. Oh, I missed the thingy to put the a question on the screen. When it comes up again, I'll see if I can catch it and put a question on the board. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is another good book. This is another good book, and it came out last year, it says. So that's cool. And then the next book in the series, in the saga, I think it's called a saga, um, comes out this month. I think the 25th of this month. It's gonna be called Blood Rising. Woo! So yeah, so I know a bit about the next book because I heard the author speak about this book and the up and coming book. So I did hear that. Um, when this book, I I was a little interactive, just a little bit. I was a little bit interactive. I was a little interactive with this book, and I had to cool my jet, so to speak, because it wasn't time for all that. I had I I had puffed my chest way too early, way too early, and I had to cool my jets. I had to cool my jets. So yeah, I was kikiing. I was making myself laugh about how I was interacting. But yeah, eek. I had to slow. I had to uh, cool my jets. So cool my jets, and then uh, uh, oh man, I can't recall his. I didn't say his name, and I didn't write it down. But it's something like I think if I try and say it, I'm gonna say it wrong. Rat, rat. Yeah, no. But yeah, it was a point in the book, and then I was like, oh man, I don't like that, cause I was like, oh yes, okay, I was like yes, and then I think if they was the boop boop boop, then it would have been all good, but then such such, and then da da da, and then I was like, oh man, I was like that. I did like that, like literally. I was like, oh man. So now there's what do you call it? Conflict, and then um another character was introduced, and I'm glad that this new character was introduced. I was like, hey, representation, yay, thank you. And then I was like, well, why you didn't bop 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 the boo boo boo? But I thought about it, and I didn't pop out real quick. But as I thought about it, I was like, why you ain't do boo 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 boo? Like, come on, like you could have bop 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 beep beep beep, but he didn't. So I'm like, ugh, whatever. But not really like all that whatever. But he didn't, and I was like, like come on, like what it say? The enemy of my enemy is a friend of me. I don't know. I just made that up. Um, but yeah, so and then okay, so then Monroe, uh, la 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 la, ba 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 ba, and then so I'm like, oh man, I'm like, dang, man. And then so now it's not confined. So I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or not. I was thinking confinement would be sufficient, and um, la da 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 dee 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 dee. But there are more players on the board now, and more. What do you call it? It's done. What? Well, yeah, more players on the board, and the territory has uh, uh, increased. So it can it's yeah. So that's where it's at now. Oh, Michigan. Best-selling best-selling author Jessica Cage has a book signing, and she brought Raymond. Oh my goodness, she has brought the character Raymond to life. I think it's an actual person. He looked like Raymond, and he gonna be at the book signing. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I was looking at him. I was like, I guess he looks like what I thought Raymond looked like. I guess. I don't know. I guess. Because I thought Raymond, as I was reading the book, I imagined him a couple of different ways. A couple of different ways. Like one of the he kind of looked kind of like the first way I saw him. He a mixture in between the two ways I saw him. Like I saw Raymond like I said like a couple of different ways in the book while I was reading his character. So yeah, she got somebody that looked like Raymond, to resemble Raymond. I guess I don't know how to say it, but yeah. And in the post that she posted, um, the man that was standing beside the man, Raymond, he looked like he could be Raymond's brother. I That's what I think. I almost wanted to ask, but I was just I if that wasn't gonna be his brother, hold on. If that wasn't gonna be his brother, then I wasn't gonna put that out there. Um, but from what I was reading, it seemed like he could have been his brother. But I don't know. It's like I gotta read it again to see. That's why I didn't say nothing because she didn't say that that was supposed to be his brother. She just said that that was supposed to be Raymond, and she didn't mention the other dude. So I was like, oop, well, I ain't gonna mention them either then. And I'm guessing that one right there is supposed to be Raymond. Okay, moving on. She made a little what's his name, Pico. She made a Pico. From the first book, I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend. Okay, so Raymond, that character, he's from the book. I accidentally summoned a shadow worker. Pico is from the first book. Pico, she made a Pico plushie, so now we can have a Pico. Pico is a demon dog, and it kind of resembles how I read him, but not all the way. I had something. I had like something a little like brighter in mind, like with pinks and orange and purple, along with like a lighter blue. But I'm glad she's sharing her creations and what she created. This is her creation, not mine. I'm just reading it. So I'm glad to see the visuals of her vision of the characters. So yeah. So now we get a Pico. We get a Raymond. I was like, you know what? I got an idea for you. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. So it's cool to see they're going to be in Michigan. Um, I think that's all my book updates. Yeah, I think so. That on my book updates. My other update is I'm on the next uh, step in my halter top, my crochet halter top. I think I'm on row 3 of row 8 of the next step in the halter tab. I did play yarn chicken and I lost. Um, I tried to do like two, one, the I tried to do like the next step and then the first next row of the white. I didn't have enough white to do the whole next row, the whole first row of the next step. So I took it all out and added my other yarn, which is the pink yarn. And I was thinking, I was like, where's my white? Why is my white so little? But I did make a hat with that white. So that's why I don't have as much white as I do the pink. Because I was about to make a hat with the pink, like I did the white, but I didn't. But I just got a hat with the white. So I'm gonna be making a white and pink halter top. The cups are pink, and maybe I'll have enough yarn to make the straps white with the rest of the white that I have. It's probably about enough to make a strap, maybe. I'll see. Something like that, yeah. Um, so yeah, the bottom half is gonna be pink. Um, and then I'll make a pink one. And I am using a different yarn than the tutorial, which I thought I was, but I said I was going to use the yarn that I had anyway, so I went on ahead and utilized the yarn that I have, which is much thicker than the yarn in the tutorial. Lord have mercy. And I realized that like it all came together today after I finished the two cups and I looked at the velvet yarn that I do have, and the velvet yarn that I do have, it is so much thinner than the yarn that I'm using. And I'm like, oh, that's why the tutorial calls for a 5 millimeter crochet hook, and I had to use a 7 millimeter crochet hook because my yarn is thicker. I couldn't use a 5 with my thick yarn. Cause I'm like, a 5 with this thick yarn? But no, yeah, so I, I thought so. I thought so. I kind of knew it, but it all was clear to me when I uh, touched my velvet yarn today in comparison to my Burnett velvet. Burnett velvet is thicker than uh, plain velvet. I, I think that's what you call it. I guess it's a plain velvet. Like it's just velvet. It doesn't say Burnett. It just say velvet. So I got some just velvet yarn, and I had some Burnett velvet yarn. You probably don't want to be like me and use Burnett velvet yarn because it's much thicker. I don't know where I'm gonna be wearing this to. It's gonna probably wind up being like a winter top, a winter halter top. If those two words ever met, like what a winter halter top? What? Yeah, that's what I'm making right now. A winter halter top. Like, like, what am I doing? Making a winter halter top, boy. Where am I gonna be able to wear this at, Lord? Cause oh boy. So I'm probably gonna wind up making more of these tops, especially if I make well finish making the one that I'm making, make the pink one, and then make the or get some Burnett yarn. Now I do have some Burnett yarn, but they little skeins, and I don't think I have two of the same colors, which would I guess would be okay. I would be like I would be so different. Like if okay, like say the halter top takes I don't know how much yarn it takes, but say it takes one, two, three, four skeins. Say it take one skein a cup. That's gonna be like three different colors. Which I was thinking like I could even it out. Probably some way somehow like switch up the what you call it switch up the rows and share the colors, and then like you wouldn't be in none the wiser as to like why my top is different colors. Like if I was to like make one cup one color, one cup one color, and then the bottom half another color, then I mean that's a look. Uh, that's a look. I mean, but yeah, that's how my yarn's set up right now. Like I don't think I got like at the moment I think what I do have is like one of each color. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Like it's not enough to make a halter top one solid color. And the only yarn I have enough of to make the halter top one solid color is the pink. Is the pink yarn. I got a lot of that. But that's the Burnett velvet yarn. That's the thick yarn. So that's the update on that. Is anybody familiar with Django? Is anybody in this chat familiar with Django? Like, if I was to mention a scene or to ask about a scene, would you be able to tell me yay or nay? Um, oh well. All right. So, because there's a scene in this book, and I'm like, this book, this this book. I might finish it before noon if I can. If I can, I might finish it before noon because I'm telling you guys, this is a page turner. This book is a page turner. Like, oh my goodness, like it's like what comes next? It's like okay. It's like it gotta keep. I gotta keep reading it so it can continue, so it can end. Oh my goodness, this one of them never ending stories. This one of them never ending storybooks. I'm telling you, this one of them you I don't know. I said I was gonna look up that boy name that's reading the book. His name isn't Atreyu. What is his name? Is his name Marcus or Mark or David or something like that? Or Noah or something? The boy reading the book and he's just in it. He looking, he like, no. See, that's how I was reading. That's how I be reading actually. Like I be reading like that. That's exactly how I was reading when when my earbuds broke. When the back of my earbuds broke and fell to the floor, Lord. I was reading it exactly like the boy from Never in the Story. Um, when I was reading um actually when I read any book, but yeah, when my earbuds broke, I was reading Bones at the Crossroads. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this book that I'm reading now, Blood Slaves. It's like, how can you go to sleep on this book? How, Sway? Like, you gotta keep reading so you can know, so it can go, so it can end. Like, oh my goodness, you can't go to sleep. You can't. Like, it's poppy. Like, it's poppy. So you gotta keep reading it. Cause it's poppy. It's like, oh my goodness. And well, what am I gonna read after this? Like, what am I gonna read next? Cause this book popping. What's my next popping book? That's what I'm thinking now. Like, what's? Oh my goodness. Because even if I did say book two come out this month, um, so I'll have to see about getting me a copy. Um, right now I'm reading the audio version of book one, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so glad I got to hear the audio version of this book that seemed to be just released last year. So that's so cool. I got to read two books that were released not too long ago, right? A year ago. Both Bones at the Crossroads was released last year, and this book that I'm reading, Blood Slaves, was released last year. So kudos to the book recorders, the audio book recorders that made it possible for me to hear this book in audio format. Now, I did say I was reading Onyx Storm. That is in that lineup next. Onyx Storm and then Golden Sun. So those two are in the lineup for the next books on my TBR. That and I was thinking of adding a Court of Thorns and Roses. I think that's what it's called. A court and of thorns and roses. I was thinking of when to add that to the mix, because that has been on my TBR. I have been recommended. I, it has been recommended to me to read that book. Um, I don't know when I'm gonna read it though. I'm looking. I'm thinking. I'm looking. I'm like like where to put that in my repertoire. Like where to fit it in my schedule. Um, the new book of that series is coming out. I think in August or September or somewhere around now in October. So maybe September the new book comes out. And I've been asking, like, if I should just read the Court of Thorns and Roses series, which is like 5 to 6 books in that series, or do I need to read like that series and it's another series that's over 5 books, over 6 books long, and then there's another series that's like 3 books long, and they uh from me asking if I need to read all of these series or just the one that I had already had planned to read, people say that all the series intertwine. So they were saying that they intertwine, they overlap. It's a whole world. What is it called? A building, a whole world building of, uh, yeah, all the books. Read all the books. Now, all the books weren't on my list. Now, I was looking at them. I was looking at them like, I don't know. I was gonna read these, but you want me to read them? I was like, and then there's another series. So, um, um, and then I was asking like, in what order do I read them? Like, what series order do I read them? And then I was like, you know what? Don't answer that, because if you tell me the series that is not on my radar to read first, You can have it. You can have it. If I, if the series that I was already on is first, okay, all right, I'll do that. But don't be telling me I gotta read over 10 books to get to the 5 books that I already want to read. No, thank you. Um, but even in the series, people are saying like read read the fourth one as the third one, and so da 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 yee. And I'm like, what? And they were like, yeah, you're gonna get more info, la 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 la, ba 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 ba. And I'm like, what? So yeah, I'm not even over there in that series yet. I haven't even read a big series yet. So this would be my first big series ever. Like ever. This would be my first big series, my first long series. Like I haven't read a long series. Short series, yeah. Yup, check that off my list. Yup, check that off my list. 3 book series, yup, done that. Check. 2 book series, yup, done that. Check. You know what? The one series that I did read, it was by, and I haven't even finished those, but I was eager to read them though. Um, by Jessica Cage. That was my first. That was my longest series that I read. Um, her Digin series, Digin, Digin, her Digin series. I think I read them all. It's a series of 5 books. I think, and I hesitate because wait, so, I'm not sure how I'm sitting here relying on my book tracker app, and I read 3 of her books this year. Okay, so my book tracker says that I've read 7 of her books. That I don't know how accurate that is. I think I've read more than 7 of her books. I think because one of her book series is 4 books, which I read. Oh, check. Read those 4. Read that series. Check. Now her Digit series is like, I don't know, 5 or 6 books. I read about 5 or 6. I read as many as I could of that series, and I thought it was maybe 6 books. Anywho, let me keep on. So it's that series, the Digin series, and then there's the Mermaid series called A Siren's Call and something else. I did start that series, and think I read, I think I read A Siren's Call. I didn't get all of those books from that series. I might have read two. I think that's a three-book series. So that's seven books already. Just counting the four, the Accidents Happen series, that's four books. The Siren Call, that's three books. Oh yeah, I didn't read all three of them. I read maybe one for sure, and I thought I read two of that series, and I couldn't get the third one. So that's three, four. That's four, five, six already there, and then the Division books is like about five or six. So I don't know why my tracker is saying seven books read. Oh well, I don't know. Like sometimes some of my book trackers don't track all my books. Like the newer book trackers don't track all my books, but my older book tracker tracks more of my books. On my older book tracker, I have reached my goal. I have reached my reading goal, and I'm over my reading goal by two books. My reading goal for this year was to read 15 books. I have read 17 books. That's what my older book tracker says, my first book tracker. My second book tracker and my third book tracker says that I have read 13 books this year. So look at that difference. 13 books. 14, 15, 16, 17. That's four books. A four book difference.